One of the big things that we like to supply, and Roger Takahashi is our main guy on this, is obviously the nutrition that we would like our players to have so we can get optimal performance for our on-ice product. And we'll start here. Every morning breakfast is set up for the players where they'll get cereal. They'll have the option of fresh fruit and a lot of different things that will be displayed out here on the table. Post-game or post-practice, there is always usually a hot meal for the guys, which is set up right here, where they can come and take something from, maybe pork chops to chicken to pasta or whatever Roger feels that we need at that specific time for the players. As we come down here, you can see it's basically like a little kitchen area. They have their toaster. One of the big focal points is your coffee machine, which you can take cappuccinos or mochachinos or hot chocolates or whatever you need. You can get out of this machine right here. Have our microwave for reheating anything, and then we'll get into, our refrigerator where we store all the things that need to go in here, and then basically another little. I guess this would be our hydration center where we have a lot of Gatorade and a lot of water. Obviously, one of the main things and one of the big behind-the-scene things is our laundry facility, and this is where our training staff spends a lot of time making sure that all of the jerseys, all of the underwear, not only for our team but also for all the visiting teams that come in. Okay, now that you've seen the laundry facility, we're going to head to the other area where the trainers spend most of their time. And then you come in here, and this is the equipment area. And as you can see, our skate sharpening, all the tools here that are needed for repairs on equipment, skates, extra blades. We have an enormous amount of equipment that you would need for 20+ players, from skates to underwear to pants to helmets to everything that a player would basically wear. And our training staff came up with a brilliant idea of putting a second floor. We had the room inside the dressing room before, but they developed this room up here on the second floor where they could really put all the storage and not have to worry about running halfway around the building to a different storage area to try to find things. And now we've left the dressing room facility and we're heading over to our meeting room and also to the head coaching and assistant coach's office. As you can see, we have enough seating to bring the whole team in, and also, again, we can use this room for individual meetings. We can use it for power play, line meetings, or we can do it as a whole group. And we're now leaving the meeting area, and it's directly attached to the coaches' offices. As you can see, the design is exactly like what we have over in the dressing room with the wood finish. They do have glass panels on their door, which makes it very easy for those guys to be able to communicate with each other. Here you see our assistant coach, Rick Bonus.
You've got the brains of the outfit leading you around to show everything that's going on, all the important things.
If you come in through this way right here, we have Rick's office, all the things that he would need. And then we come over here, and this is Ryan Walters' little area. And we can circle right here, and we go right into the head coach's office. And this is obviously Elaine's office, and we have a little meeting area where we can sit down and discuss things. And we have a big display here, which is also connected right into the video system, and a lot of time we'll come in here and we'll do our little meetings and pre-practice, pre-game preparations. Here everything is obviously very easy for communication, open for communication, but yet when the doors are closed, there's actually a little white noise system where anything that happens inside this office, you can kind of hear the mumbles on the outside, but you really don't know what is actually being said inside the office. It keeps everything in here very confidential. Let's walk in their footsteps as they head toward the ice. Once the players are dressed, they would grab their sticks and they would head this way. And as they get out into this area right here, we're getting back into the history of the team. We're right back to the beginning, and we can work our way all the way down as we go down, and it kind of shows the direction that the franchise is headed into and where we want it to go. This is also the area, it's the last place that the players are before they hit the ice. And you can really, as you're coming through here, being a former player, your blood starts pumping, you really start to get that excitement, and you're heading down the area where you're getting closer and closer to getting to the ice surface. And as you go down here, you can see the tradition, the history of the franchise, and it really shows from the design of the jerseys, the design of the logo, and heading into the present era as we get closer with the newer jerseys and the newer logos. And at this point, you are literally steps from hitting the ice surface, and you can really feel the building, the crowd's anticipation, and then this is where it all begins.